So anyways, sorry, my wife called me. But anyway, so I had to use electrical tape, liquid electrical tape. Now, this is not recommended because there's a chance it could just rip right off, right? But I put a good thick layer on it and let it harden, and I'm also gonna wrap it with actual electrical tape, and maybe even some other stuff. And then this is what happened to the old posi tap. So you can see this is the part where the wire sat in and it broke off inside there. So the more you know. I'm gonna wrap this thing up, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like before I wrap it up, the liquid. So I showed you the liquid that I used, and that's what it looks like right there. You can see. So it's not bad. It's definitely not horrible. But yeah, as you can see, that's what I had to do. Now I'm gonna actually wrap that whole, I'm gonna wrap the individual joint and wrap this whole thing and then plug it back into the connector and cross my fingers and hope it doesn't have a problem. I don't think it will, but we'll see. It's pretty dry now. I was able to wrap it kind of tight and I squished it really tight, so I don't think that wire will come off, and it does have good connection on it, but I guess we'll find out when we start it up, because if it doesn't have a good connection, I guess I'll be seeing error codes, which realistically the only thing I can do at this point is just completely shave it off and get into the posi tap. That's all I can really do, but I'm pretty confident it will work because the wires are contacting each other. I just had to kind of smother it with that goop so it wouldn't go anywhere. So I'm gonna wrap it up with electrical tape, tuck it back down in the way, and then once you do that, all the injectors are in, power's run, mains neutral power right here. So the only thing left is to implant it into the tail and get to go. I can't put the tail on yet because I'm waiting for the rear tail light, but I won't put the tank on yet either because I still actually have to install my radiator hoses. But I will zip tie all this up, wrap that up, plug it back in, zip tie all this up, and then show you what it looks like all cleaned up and everything. But but there you go. That's pretty much like a Power Commander install. And then next episode we'll show you us programming the Power Commander and many more. And then power, just seeing Power Commandering it, tinking with some of the stuff, and yeah, I mean, we'll get the map loaded that we want onto here, and then of course the test ride will be testing everything we did, not just the Power Commander, but the test ride for the Power Commander also will be one of the last things we do. But we'll get that mapped up next episode, the part 2 of this install. But the actual installation part is done. I would say it's about it's pretty technically advanced. The hardest part is definitely splicing those wires because of how delicate those things are. Everything else was easy. It was just kind of a pain to get this underneath here and trying to work it, but I was careful. I didn't break anything. We were good to go. So now the front is done, and then this is done. I could put the tank on, but I'm not going to. However, I am going to start building the front end up. I'm not going to obviously put the side panels on, but I will put the head on as well as the front fender, so we can start seeing this thing come back to life here, because this thing's been dead for a long time. And then in the next episode we get to put on those bad boys. All right, guys. Well, that's